Good evening, welcome back. It is Tuesday, June 6, 2023. We have a couple of birthdays for today and a couple of a couple of racing events, that is. Of course, the major event that happened on this day in 1944, the D-Day invasion. Of course, we learned about that in school, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because there's enough out there for everyone to research, learn about, and etc. Of course, former NASCAR car owner Bud Moore was in that invasion that day. Again, I always hype the Scene Vault podcast because they got some super interviews. Go back into their archives. One of their very, very first interviews, 3-part interview with Bud Moore. I've probably listened to all, I think it's 3 parts. However many parts it is, I've listened to all 2, 3 parts, however many there are. Listen to them at least 2, 3, 4 times each. And you just pick up different stuff every time you listen to it. So anyway, in the NASCAR and the racing world, on this day in 1982, Bobby Allison wins at Pocono. Excuse me, not very surprising, but the surprising, excuse me, I was out mowing today and having some issues here. But the surprising part about Bobby Allison winning at Pocono is he ran out of gas mid-race. Dave Marcus seen Bobby stall on the backstretch and pushed him around to the pits. Bobby was able to stay on the lead lap, get refueled, and pass Tim Richmond late in the race to win. This angered Richmond's car owner J.D. Stacy because Stacy was also a sponsor of Marcus, and shortly thereafter he withdrew Marcus's sponsorship, citing some of Marcus's associate sponsorships were conflicting and not approved. So Dave traces it back to the Pocono race where he helped Bobby back around and ended up costing the J.D. Stacy team potentially a victory. The only other event that I have on this day, 1997, in the Texas Truck Race, Kenny Irwin won. It was his second and final career Truck Series win and final NASCAR win. He only had 2 wins in the truck, never won in the Busch car, never won in the Cup car. So any trips to Kenny had to victory lane in the NASCAR world, today was the last day in 1997 that he would visit that land. Only 2 birthdays to report on. Born on this day in 1961, former ARCA and USAC stock car driver Scott Stovall, known as the Zero Hero, drove a Zero car, and he was somewhat of a local guy from Fort Wayne, Indiana, a couple hours from me, but he was kind of a legendary guy in the USAC stock car series and in the early 80s and mid 80s in the ARCA series. And our main birthday, born on this date in 1986, current Xfinity Series standout and former Cup Series driver, very, very briefly, the little gator himself, Justin Allgaier. So we got some stuff kind of here in order for once. He started out in the Penske Dodges in the Nationwide Series, the Verizon, because they were able to use the Verizon branding in the Xfinity Series, the Nationwide Series at the time. And then he moved up to the Cup team with Turner, and it was Turner. Well, this is the Nationwide part of it, but he did run for H. Scott Motorsports, which you'll see here in a minute. May not be on one of these, but he went to the Turner team, then he went up to the Cup team, then he come back to Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series. And as you see, almost every one of these uniforms, though slightly different, does have the Brandt branding. I know he's got some sort of family connection, not sure who it is, but Brandt's been with him for quite a long time. And he only had a couple cards that had his cars on it. So here's the Challenger. This was a sharp-looking car, too. I don't know if there's a picture of it from the side, but there you go. A nice-looking piece there. Then this was the only one I could find. There's the H. Scott logo on his shoulder there when he was in the Cup Series for a year. Kind of a bad run there. And there's a look at one of his Xfinity cars, but that's the only one that I could find. They don't make a lot of cards of the Xfinity Series drivers, which I don't like. I think you should. You know, maybe Panini should come out like how with baseball cards you have you have the Topps and you have all the other Heritage and Chrome and all this, and you have Bowman, which is kind of the for the entry level. I don't want to say entry level guys, but the prospects. well, maybe make a set for the Cup guys, you make a set for the Xfinity guys, and you make a set for the truck guys and gals. And maybe throw the ARCA guys in there somewhere with the truck guys. And I think it would work. I think it'd be pretty cool because now people are going to be chasing these prospects a little bit. Ooh, I want to get the first card of this guy and that guy, and I think it would be interesting. Plus, it'd give us more stuff to open. I mean, that's what we like. We like to open different things here and see what we can find. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. It was a brief one, but we will see you tomorrow. Sorry it's coming out a little bit late. Had a lot of running to do today, but we got everything accomplished. So we will see you tomorrow morning, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thanks for watching.